right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are doing a live reaction stream. I got a $10 donation from Joseph Spiegel to do a song. This is Close to You, Carpenters cover by Tori Holub and James Wilkas. Joseph Spiegel, who requested, said, "I'll give you a heads up, Tori doesn't use pitch correction. You are hearing her. If this is not done through a professional label or studio, then I 100% believe that." This is an argument that's happened a lot on this channel. Without going too far into detail, about 99% of labels will pitch correct their artists at about 10%, which is industry standard, right? There's very few artists who don't do it, who like request it not to happen. Otherwise, it's a fact that that's what they do. They may not even tell the artist that they're doing it, right? So an artist might be like, no, I don't have pitch correction, when they actually do. And again, it's evening out the edges, right? Let's go ahead and get into this. That was a rabbit hole I didn't need to get into. Close to You, Carpenters cover by Tori Holub and James Wilkas. Again, I know of the Carpenters. I've heard a bunch of their songs, but I don't think I've heard enough of their songs to like know them by name, if that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and get into this.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. Why do stars fall down from the sky every time you walk by? Just like me, they long to be close to you.
She has a very good tone to her voice, very crisp, very clean, very perfect vibrato, right? Vibrato is usually where a lot of the kind of wavering in the vocals happen. She's practiced her craft, right? The great singers, the great artists, practice, practice, practice. I'm sure singing is her life, right? Let's keep going.
You walk by, just like me, they long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in your hair, of golden starlight in your eyes of blue. And that is why all the girls in town follow you.
I like it.
All around.
So I appreciate that, even though this is like Skype video, for lack of a better term. By the way, cool touch with the Carpenters in the back. That they're showing like, look, the violin is quadrupled, right? The vocals all have layering. Obviously you can hear that, but to see it is really cool. And hopefully this is accurate, right? There's 4 layers of her vocals, 4 layers of his vocals, 4 layers of the violin, etc. Really cool. And I made sure to say, to not assume that she had training. Not every good singer has training. A lot of them do. But sometimes it's just practicing on your own, mastering your craft, right? I'm still glad that they show the layering here, and that there is layering, right?
Follow you all around, just like me, they long to be close to you.
Horns sound good.
On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in your hair, of golden starlight in your eyes of blue.
Okay, hold on. So I'm assuming this is a unison here. Those who don't know, unison is just 2 of the exact same note. C5, C5. Same note, same exact note, but sung twice.
So they sprinkle blue dust in your hair, golden starlight in your eyes.
So one of these, I don't know which one it is following, semi-following the flute, at least in terms of what it's doing.
Sprinkle blue dust in your hair, golden starlight in your eyes of blue.
Hey, I love the layering on the vocals on this.
So they sprinkle blue dust in your hair, golden starlight in your eyes of blue. And that is why all the girls in town follow you all around. Just like me, they long to be close to you. Just like me, they long to be close to you.
Obviously, I'm sure Wings of Pegasus, when he did this, he had, you know, the vocal track up and showed, you know, the wavering in her vocals or whatever on this. But this held note is usually when you can hear almost, I won't say very clearly, but it's almost obvious that there's pitch correction because it almost sounds robotic, right? It's the pitch correction leveling and keeping her vocal part straight the entire time. Here you don't get that. Here you get her voice. It sounds genuinely like her voice. There's no robotic or digital sound. Yeah, man. She still sounds like perfectly on key. Her voice never wavers. Goes into that vibrato at the end. That's like, that almost sounds like it's not in the key. I think that's a 7. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Obviously, right, the influence here is a little bit of jazz, right? So having that 7th note in there makes sense. Her voice sounds very jazzy as well. By Burt Bacharach, and I didn't know it was Burt Bacharach. Yeah, I mean, they don't. Tom DeVino's on the drums. Why does that name sound familiar? They don't make music like this anymore. You know, I know that I understand this is a cover, but I don't even think there's a lot of artists covering music like this anymore, right? I mentioned before, but I'm a huge fan of jazz. I came up playing guitar by playing jazz. So any type of jazz influence or like big band jazz type of stuff, close and dear to my heart. But that's cool, man. I honestly, like, stellar performance out of everybody. But again, the vocal layering really kind of brought this home. Really good. Tori's vocals, incredible. Again, there's nothing in the song in particular, right? There's nothing in the song that makes it like to where she needs to have this bombastic voice. That doesn't mean that you can't hear how good of a vocalist she is, right? She's hitting every note perfectly. There's no wavering in her voice. Her tone is perfect. She has the correct breath for each phrase, right? All of that good stuff. Again, I'm not a vocalist, right? That's kind of like last on the list of what I'm good at outside of playing the drums. But when you hear a good vocalist, I think it's pretty obvious, right? Really cool rendition, man. And the fact that they did this kind of all separate. None of them were in, I don't know if none of them, but not all of them were in the studio at once recording this. They all kind of recorded it on their own, sent it out, and mixed it that way. Really cool, man. As somebody who has dabbled in mixing, I do feel that's a little bit more difficult because you can't set up, right? You want to set yourself up for success when you're mixing by recording it to sound as close as possible for what you want the final product. So then when you're mixing, there's not too much to do, right? So I don't envy the task when it comes to mixing this stuff, but I do envy the skill it takes to mix this. So really cool all the way around. Production, mixing, performance, all that good stuff. This was really cool. This was really fun. I want to hear more of Tori because I want to hear her kind of utilize her voice in a little bit more of a, I guess like a bluesy manner. I want to hear a little bit of grit coming out of her. But really cool, man. I appreciate that, Joseph. Thank you. If you like this, please make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. My channel helps the channel out a lot. I do have a Patreon, lots of cool stuff there. All of my live stuff will eventually be up on there. I'm working on that right now. So I don't put any of my live streams on YouTube because of copyright. They'll all be on my Patreon for free. So if you want to join the Patreon for free, you definitely can. If you do want to support though, lots of cool perks. In fact, right now I'm not recording anything outside of Patreon requests. So I'm just too backed up right now. But lots of cool stuff on there, specific polls that you guys get to kind of choose how the streams go. Right now I'm currently watching Demon Slayer and Ted Lasso, and I'm also going to get back into Dexter's, not the latest one, but New Blood. Lots of cool stuff on there. If you do choose to support, it's about a cup of coffee a month. I do appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for the support, and please do remember that good vibes are contagious.